If you live in a Western country, you most likely use the Gregorian calendar, which currently shows the year 2016. There are a host of other calendars which currently have different years, such as the Juche calendar, which counts the years since the birth of North Korean dictator Kim Il-sung, and the Islamic calendar, which counts the years since their prophet Muhammad emigrated from Mecca to Medina. There are also all these calendars: the Egyptian calendar, the Ummah calendar, the Giza calendar, the Roman Republic calendar, the six ancient calendars, the Old Persian calendar, the Qin calendar, the Genesis calendar, the Julian calendar, the Coptic calendar, the Ethiopian calendar, the Gaulish calendar, the Chinese calendar, the Japanese calendar, the Puri calendar, the Byzantine calendar, the Armenian calendar, the Bulgar calendar, the Florentine calendar, the Tamil calendar, the Nepali calendar, the Bengali calendar, the Thai lunar calendar, the This List Is Way Too Long calendar, and the Let's Scroll Through the Rest calendar. The internationally most widely used calendar is, however, the Gregorian calendar, which counts the years since the birth of the Christian prophet Jesus. 2016 years is a long time to keep track of, and there is an astronomical event that alludes to the fact that perhaps these years were counted wrongly and that the Gregorian calendar is showing the wrong year. Christian or not, you will at some point in your life use this calendar, so it's time for a really quick story about the birth of Jesus. The extremely simplified version is that 3 wise men followed a bright star which led them from the east to Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus. The bright star is the key to uncovering the correct calendar year. There are several astronomical events that to an astronomer of 2,000 years ago could have looked like a bright star, such as a supernova or comet. A very likely contender for the comet is the very bright Halley's Comet, which last passed the Earth in 1986. Knowing that the comet has an orbital period around the Sun of 75.3 years, we can extrapolate back to the year 0, which should match with the birth of Jesus. The thing is that it doesn't. The comet passed in 66 AD, and before that in 12 BCE. That means that if it really was Halley's Comet that the wise men were following, then somewhere along the line we've gone wrong in counting the calendar years since the Christian prophet's birth. Maybe there was a little bit too much water being turned into wine. Correcting for the discrepancy from the year 0 to 12 BCE would give the Gregorian calendar a year of 2028. The idea of the Star of Bethlehem being a comet isn't a new one. This Florentine painting from the early 1300s shows Halley's Comet above the nativity scene, probably influenced by the painter's own witness of the comet a few years earlier. Even if Halley's Comet isn't the bright star mentioned in the biblical story, it's very likely that whatever the star truly was, it didn't appear in the sky in the year 0. As such, the Gregorian calendar would still currently be wrong. If we ever have more solid evidence showing that our current calendar years are off, it's very unlikely that it would be rectified. The point of calendars is to mark time, be it a date in the future or an event in the past. And as long as the counting is consistent, it doesn't matter when or at what event the counting starts. Your date of birth in the Assyrian calendar is just as useful and correct as the same day in the Gregorian calendar.